Today we will be starting with valuation of goodwill. Now what do you mean by goodwill? Goodwill means super profit earning capability of a business. In common parlance we say goodwill is the reputation, the good name of a business organization. Or you can say it is that element of a business due to which customers are permanent and customers come to buy the products of that organization again and again. So, there are various factors which are responsible for the creation of goodwill in any business organization. It may be the better quality products that it is making. It may be the location of the business organization. It may be the good raw materials that they are using. It may be the good relations it is having with the customers. So there are many factors which may contribute to the goodwill formation of a business organization. Now, we know that goodwill is the reputation, we can say, but what type of an asset is it? It is of course an asset, but it is an intangible asset. You cannot say that goodwill has a physical presence, but it does benefit the organization in some way or the other. And therefore we call it an intangible asset. Now there are two types of goodwill. One is purchased goodwill and the other is non-purchased goodwill. Purchased goodwill is the goodwill that we get when we purchase a business organization and we pay more than its net assets. That means if the net assets, that means the total assets minus the total liabilities of the business organization, if it is say 1 lakh and we pay 1,20,000 to acquire or purchase that organization, then we are paying 20,000 extra. That excess 20,000 which we pay, that is purchased goodwill. This purchased goodwill is recorded in the books of accounts. And there is non-purchased goodwill also. Non-purchased goodwill is goodwill for which we are not paying, for which no payment is made. But sometimes it is valued. That valuation of goodwill is not recorded in the books of accounts. Only purchased goodwill, when we pay for it, when the amount that we pay is more than the net assets which we are purchasing, that is purchased goodwill and that is recorded in the books of accounts. Now, why do we need to value goodwill? There are different circumstances when we need to value goodwill. For example, in a partnership firm, when a new partner is admitted, we need to value the goodwill of the partnership firm. For example, if a partner retires or dies, or if the profit sharing ratio among the partners changes, or in all these cases, we need to value the goodwill of the partnership firm. Now, valuation of goodwill is a very difficult thing because since it is an intangible assets, financially the value of goodwill is very difficult to calculate. But there are several methods which we use to calculate the value of goodwill. And there are 4 methods which we have in our syllabus for valuation of goodwill. The first method for valuation of goodwill that we have is the average profits method. In the average profits method, what we do is, first of all, we calculate average profits of the past few years. And then we calculate the value of goodwill by multiplying it with n. N into average profits. That is value of goodwill. Now what is this n? N is number of years of purchase of average profits. Now that will be given in the question. Like for example, if it is given 2 years purchase of average profits, then the value of n will be 2. If it is given in the question 3 years purchase of average profits, then the value of n will be 3. So the value of goodwill will be equal to that n into the average profits. Now when we calculate the average profits, we have to keep two things into consideration or two things in mind. First of all, when we take the profits, we have to take the actual profits which the business should earn or the organization should earn. That means if there is any abnormal loss in a particular year due to which profits were reduced, we have to add that abnormal profits to get the real profits and abnormal losses, sorry. And if there is any abnormal gain due to which profits have increased in a particular year, then those abnormal profits have to be deducted from the profits of that year to calculate the value of goodwill. So let us remember that if there is any abnormal loss, we will add the abnormal loss to that year's profit, and if there is any abnormal gain, then that will be deducted from that year's profit to calculate the actual profit, and then we will find out the average profits of the past few years. And how do we calculate the average profits of the past few years? We will sum up all the profits of the past few years and we will divide it with the number of years. This is simple average method of calculation of average profits. Summation of the profits of the last few years divided by the number of years. Now let us see one question pertaining to this method of valuation of goodwill. Question number 1. The goodwill of a firm is valued at 4 years purchase of average profits of the last 5 years. The profits of the last 5 years were 2013-14 2 lakh, 2014-15 3 lakh, 2015-16 4 lakh 50,000, including an abnormal gain of rupees 50,000. Then 2016-17 3 lakh 50,000 after charging an abnormal loss of rupees 90,000, and 2017-18 2 lakh 60,000. Now if you see once, in the year 2014-15 the profit was given in bracket, that means it is loss. So 2014-15 it was a loss of 3 lakh. And for the year 2015-16 the profit is given 4 lakh 50,000, but that includes an abnormal gain of 50,000. So the actual profits or realistic profits of 2015-16 will be 4 lakh 50,000 minus 50,000, that abnormal gain. And 2016-17 the profit is given 3 lakh 50,000 after charging an abnormal loss of rupees 90,000. That means the realistic profit of 2016-17 will be 3 lakh 50,000 plus 90,000, because it is an abnormal loss. Had that loss not been there, then the profits would have increased by 90,000. So let us look at the solution. Profits of 2015-16 will be 4 lakh 50,000 minus that abnormal gain of 50,000. So it will be 4 lakh. Profit of 2016-17 is 3 lakh 50,000 after charging an abnormal loss of 90,000. So we'll add that 90,000. So the profits come to 4 lakh 40,000. Now we see what is the average profits of the last 5 years. So it will be 2 lakh minus 3 lakh because it was a loss of 3 lakh plus 4 lakh plus 4 lakh 40,000 plus 2 lakh 60,000 divided by 5, because number of years is given 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is equal to 2 lakh. So value of goodwill is 4 into 2 lakh, that is 8 lakh, because it was given in the question 4 years purchase. So the value of n is 4. So we will multiply that average profits with 4. Now we come to another question, question number 4. In question number 4, we see that A, B and C are partners sharing profits and losses equally. They agree to admit D for equal share. For this purpose, goodwill is valued at 3 years purchase of the average profits of last 5 years. 3 years purchase it is given, which were as follows. For the year ending 31st March 2013, 60,000 profit. For the year ending 31st March 2014, 1,50,000 profit. For the year ending 31st March 2015, 20,000 it is loss. For the year ending 31st March 2016, 2 lakh profit. And for the year ending 31st March 2017, 1,85,000 profit. On 1st October 2016, a computer costing rupees 40,000 was purchased and debited to office expenses account. Now that was a mistake because computer is a fixed asset, so it cannot be taken as office expenses, on which depreciation is to be charged at the rate of 25% per annum. So the computer cost was 40,000. That was charged to office expenses account, due to which profits for the year 2017 decreased by 40,000 because of that mistake. And depreciation was to be charged for that 6 months, that is from 1st October to 31st March 2017 at the rate of 25% per annum. That was not charged. So this has to be charged. Now let us see the actual profits. So profits for the year ended 31st March 2017 should be 1,85,000 is the profit that is given. We will add that 40,000 back, the cost of the computer, because it was a fixed asset and it was taken as a revenue expense. It was charged to office expenses account, due to which the profits decreased by 40,000. So we will add that 40,000. And depreciation for 6 months, that is from 1st October to 31st March at the rate of 25% per annum, will be 40,000 into 25% into 6 by 12, which comes to 5,000. Now that depreciation was not deducted, so we are going to deduct that 5,000 depreciation. So it is 25% depreciation for 6 months. So the actual profits comes to 2,20,000 for the year ending 31st March 2017. So what will be the average profits? 60,000 plus 1,50,000 minus 20,000 because it was loss, then plus 2 lakh and plus 2,20,000, which is the corrected profit for the year 2017. Divide by 5 because number of years is 5. That comes to 1,22,000. Value of goodwill is 3 into 1,22,000. That is 3,66,000. You see, it was given 3 years purchase. The 3 years purchase of average profits of the last 5 years. So the value of goodwill will be average profits into 3, that is coming to 3,66,000. Now in both the questions we have seen that we have taken simple average method, but there may be problems where weighted average method can be taken to find out the average profits. In that, weights will be assigned to the profits of different years and will multiply the profits of that particular year with the weight of that particular year and will divide it by the sum of the weights to calculate the average profit.